Hello, I'm Amara Jones. Today is Wednesday, July 29th. This is Caffeine TV, your daily news brief, here to take you through 3 headline numbers in just 3 minutes, giving you a different take on everything from housing policy to the Real Housewives. The first number up today is 55,000. That's how much Dr. Walter Palmer paid to fly halfway around the world to illegally kill Cecil the Lion. Now, Cecil, I guess we should call him Cecil since he was in Zimbabwe, was featured in a number of documentaries, and tourists came from around the world to see him in his natural habitat of Hawaii Reserve. He was famous for his black mane and for his human friendliness. But it seems as if these very qualities are what led Dr. Palmer to fly to Zimbabwe and to stalk him, paying people on a neighboring farm to lure Cecil off of the Hawaii Reserve by tying an animal to a truck. And once he was on private property, shooting him with an arrow, following him for 40 hours, and then finally finishing him off with a rifle, ultimately skinning and decapitating him. Now, Dr. Palmer says that he didn't know that what he did was wrong, but that hasn't stopped the internet from dragging him, and he ultimately could face prison time in either the United States or Zimbabwe. But one wonders why, with $55,000 lying around, you wouldn't help something live rather than to make something die. But that choice is the difference between having empathy and being a sociopath. The next number of today is 7, as in 7 years. That's how long Joyce Mitchell could spend in prison after pleading guilty yesterday to helping Richard, Matt, and David Sweat escape from the Clinton Correctional Facility in upstate New York last month. Of course, Richard Matt, after a 3-week manhunt, was killed, and David Sweat is now back behind bars. Now, Mitchell says that her interactions with the men began as harmless flirtations, helping to ease the burdens of being in a dead-end job as a tailor in a prison. But in the case of Richard Matt, developed into a full-blown romance, with him cutting out holes in his clothes to facilitate sexual contact. She says that she got caught up in, quote, the fantasy, close quote, of it all. But many have asked what would lead someone to risk their livelihood to help funnel tools to prisoners that would help them escape. And in today's Washington Post, they said that it could be due to something called hybristophilia, which is a psychological condition in which people are attracted to those who have committed crimes. Well, if Ms. Mitchell does end up spending time behind bars herself, maybe she'll come across a prison guard who has the same condition. The last number of today is 4, as in the 4-game suspension penalty of New England Patriot quarterback Tom Brady for his role in Deflategate. And yesterday, Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, upheld that penalty after a review based on an appeal by Tom Brady. Now, Deflategate, of course, is that incident last year in which Patriot balls were deflated in their AFC Championship playoff with the Indianapolis Colts, violating NFL rules and perhaps giving them an unfair advantage. Now, Roger Goodell said that he upheld that penalty based on the original findings in the case, but also due to the revelation that on the same day in which Brady was supposed to meet with NFL investigators, that he ordered that his cell phone be destroyed and 10,000 text messages be deleted, giving the impression that not only did he do something wrong, but then lied about it and tried to cover it up. And as Richard Nixon's mother used to tell him, it's the lie that gets you.